Thank you for joining us on today's edition of the program From the Territory, reaching you from the studios of NTA Channel 5, Abuja. My name is Tessie Omiri. The program returns in just a moment. Thank you for staying tuned. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Mr. Idris Ajimobi as a Senior Special Assistant to the President on Livestock Development, Office of the President. The appointment follows the recent inauguration of the Presidential Committee on Implementation of Livestock Reforms and the establishment of a new Ministry of Livestock Development. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Chief Ajuri Ngilali, indicates that the President seeks to harness and develop Nigeria's agricultural potential, including the animal husbandry ecosystem, to support sustainable economic growth, create industries and jobs, and eradicate violent conflicts between farmers and herders over time. The President expects efficient coordination and liaison on matters relating to this critical sector. Now to religious matters. The profound experience of Point of Grace Thanksgiving at Jesus House International Ministries, Chikakore Kubwa, witnessed the worship of God in a different dimension like never before. Serafina Okonomepi was at a Thanksgiving service for preservation of life of Comfort Amadou, even when death came calling.
A voice that would have been silenced in the grave if not for the mercy of God that showed up for one of NTA's finest presenters, Comfort Amadou, who was involved in a ghastly motor accident on her return from her hometown in Makurdi from a relative's wedding. The Thanksgiving ambience echoed in an atmosphere of worship, praises, gratitude, and appreciation for yet another chance to live life. It was not a service for long sermons by the officiating ministers of Jesus House International Ministries. As they said, they are celebrating the grace of God for the preservation of life and family of comfort.
I didn't believe it at first. But when I saw her, she now showed me the picture of the accident. All I knew that this is God's glory. The place of Thanksgiving is always a place to gather, to come around and celebrate the gift of life.
First, I was in a car that went off the bridge. Another one that ran into a ditch. He was following me up on my birthday, 5 days after my birthday, like 3 years in the stretch. And then this time around, I was involved in a head collision. The car burned to ashes, and I'm still standing with my siblings. So I cannot but help to give God praise.
The NTA family was not left out of the Point of Grace Thanksgiving service, as the mind-blowing testimony got many listening shocked even to their bone marrow.
I have to thank God because she's okay. All of them, they are all okay.
And we have gathered to return all the glory. In fact, I was very scared when I saw the car. We wouldn't even believe anybody survived it. But to God be the glory. We are not here to mourn. We are here to rejoice with comfort.
The life of Comfort is literally a testimony from way back. God has been preserving her from all hazards so far.
Comfort and her siblings, though still recovering, said her point of grace was when God showed up, even when all hope of survival was lost. Serafina Okon Omekwe, NTA News.
Indeed, God is gracious and merciful. We celebrate with you their comfort for the gift of life preservation from God. We sincerely apologize. Earlier, we lost our visuals. Please do bear with us. Still talking religion, the annual revival program of the Evangelical Church Winning All Ekwa Usitu has kick-started this Sunday with the theme, The vision is yet for an appointed time with guest Reverend Bila Kami for Peace House in Boku. Deborah Gaza Jimaika reports that the three-day event is focused on the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, 2, and 3.
Commencing the annual revival program, which is creating atmosphere of intense worship, deepening relationship with one's creator, as the guest speaker speaks in line with the prophecy of Habakkuk. The host and senior pastor, Reverend Azaki Nash, is admonishing church members not to miss the time of the spiritual rejuvenation, advising that all hearts be opened to receive the word of God, which is about to transform lives supernaturally.
We are required as children of God to be faithful and obedient to our Lord, such that it will reflect in our day-to-day living and how we carry ourselves in our vocations, in our works. Similarly, I want to encourage that for those that are yet to know who Jesus Christ is, the revival is a great opportunity for them to meet with the Lord Jesus Christ so that he can become their Lord and transform their lives from where they are now to a better life.
Meanwhile, the congregation at the Redeemed Evangelical Mission Maraba was taught good parenting with Pastor Chris Ezebunu of Ido Iruko branch of Ogun State. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji Maika, NTA News.
Now, away from religion, journalists have been challenged to discharge their duties with all sense of integrity and patriotism to reflect and impact the society. President Nigerian Association of Christian Journalists Charles Okai threw the challenge in Abuja at an annual conference and award session of the association. Mariam George Jitobo has more.
With the conviction that the developmental progress of a nation is hinged on the level of integrity and patriotism of leaders, the Christian journalists in Nigeria converge on Abuja to drive home the message of working without prejudice. The event had its theme, Integrity is Everything. President Nigerian Association of Christian Journalists Charles Okai calls on journalists to imbibe the sense of integrity in the dissemination of information.
A journalist may not be able to demonstrate that sense of integrity if the circumstances around him are not favorable. But if we have a system, if the leaders stand their ground and begin to do the right thing at the right time at all levels, everybody will pick up and the nation will be better off.
Some journalists were recognized for displaying the unique virtues of integrity and patriotism in their reportage. Some awardees were, however, represented.
If you really want to be famous in this world, you may have to deviate. But if telling the truth is your priority and you stick to it, you will be a journalist of integrity.
Integrity encompasses all, but today we are here to receive an award of Man of Integrity Award for Sapo Chukwuma, which I feel in all ramifications that he has merited it.
For our integrity to be preserved, Christ should be our priority. It's just simply misconscious to do things in the society and your mindset as a whole.
The Nigerian Patriots and Integrity Award Conference featured a key topic tagged Integrity and Patriotism, Key Vital Factors to Building a Viral Nation. Mariam George, Jitobo, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration has affirmed its readiness to support the 2024 Zuma Film Festival come December this year. The FT Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, gave the commitment when she received a delegation from Nigerian Film Corporation, led by the Managing Director, Ali Nuhu, who expressed optimism that this year's festival will be bigger and better than the previous editions. Aisha Uba Ali has more.
The managing director of the Nigerian Film Corporation, Ali Nuhu, who is a producer, a scriptwriter, and an actor, is likened to the popular saying "a round peg in a round hole." Ali Nuhu, who assumed office barely 7 months, believes in collaboration and synergy. The reason for this visit: in 2023, the FCTA and the Nigerian Film Corporation signed an MOU, and it is in line with this that the team is here to table their concerns as the Zuma Film Festival is fast approaching.
Become alive and the city becomes very lively. So we want a situation like that in a place like Abuja, because this is our capital, one. Secondly, and we can see the huge potentials that our people have in the capital and the big work that our ministers have been doing.
The Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, lauded efforts of the prolific writer and actor, saying she believes from his wealth of experience that he will be able to improve on activities of the Zuma Film Festival. She emphasizes that this is one festival, if well harnessed, can generate a revenue for the FCT.
Sustainability, but that's why that we cannot say we will not support where the need comes up. But I know with the kind of people we have in this festival, this thing, nothing will be impossible.
The visiting team is also canvassing the participation of states, sponsorship from private sector and other relevant stakeholders, as this year's theme has been tagged Digital Renaissance, Embracing the Future. Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
And towards enhancing learning in public schools, the Abuja Municipal Area Council embarked on distribution of furniture to some selected public schools in the FCT. Deborah Gazaji-Maika reports that AMAC Supervisory Councillor for Education, Obiara Arinzi, says the intervention program is targeted at 6 schools in the AMAC.
The goodwill kick-started at Bisa Community LEA Primary School, where 70 chairs were presented. The intervention project tagged AMAC Project 2023 was championed by the Supervisory Councillor Education. He stresses that he has a working boss who is proud of education and will always ensure the well-being of schools in his area council. He adds that it is the chairman's desire that every community in the 12 political wards is impacted positively by the Mekalangus administration.
I know I have a boss that does not relent in what he's doing, and I know by God's grace, since we've heard this, we'll come back for them again. If you go around the school, you will see, sir, that we've done some innovations here before. This is not the first time we're attending to this school. We've done something here before. If you look at this block behind us, there are new ceilings. You go into the classrooms are renovated. So this is just an addition.
Having known that UB has the sole responsibility to build schools and equip them, we are doing it as an intervention project. As council, our duty is to ensure that we pay teachers' salary.
Pupils in some schools, including Bisa, sit on the floor during classes due to non-availability of chairs, and the teachers observe that this is unpalatable.
We don't have seats, we don't have anything. But today, we have chair. That is the blessing from the chairman.
EA Nomadic Primary School was also benefited from the government largesse. Head teacher of the school, Comrade Saidu Musa Karshi, reveals that his school received 75 chairs as he commends the initiative.
We have to thank Almighty Allah and also so much appreciate him for touching the life of our peoples.
At another benefiting school, LEA Primary School, Dakibu, where teachers are inadequate, the school head teacher appeals to the area council to provide security.
Please, if you people can help us, especially teachers and security.
The intervention project is expected to go around all LEA Primary School under the Abuja Municipal Area Council. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji-Maika, NTA News.
Many thanks, Deborah. Excavation of the 2-story collapsed building at 22 Kubwa FCT has reached ground zero, with 4 persons rescued alive on Saturday by search and rescue operatives. Onotu Yakubu reports on the issues which played out, resulting to the collapse of the building.
It was about 6 in the morning when some of the occupants began hearing sounds of the building walls cracking. Eyewitness accounts say, while they rushed to evacuate the two-story building, the west wing eventually caved in, trapping 4 of the residents in the rubble.
The only thing I know that is about 36 rooms, but I don't really know the actual people because some people are couples, some people are single, or maybe visitors. So I can't really tell how many.
But before now, there have been any signs that business like that? Yeah.
I've not even noticed any sign. But just like I've not even noticed any sign. The building are going to collapse.
Search and rescue operation began immediately at the site following distress calls. About 5 hours later, this 4th victim of the building collapse was successfully rescued alive by emergency workers.
So far, we have been able to rescue 4 people alive. 2 people are in the hospital, others were unhurt. Well, the rescue operation is still ongoing. We are not going to call off these rescue operations unless the part of the building that has collapsed, unless we get to the bottom of it.
Construction companies or individuals that are constructing buildings, most of the times they don't follow the rules. So the development control need to step up their game in monitoring the construction activities going on. That's the only advice we have to give.
Although there is no report of any further victim trapped in the building, the earth-moving equipments are still digging through the rubble with intent to get to ground zero and ascertain the situation before the operation can be called off. The 2-story collapsed building was said to have initially been erected as a hotel before undergoing remodeling twice, first for a hospital and now a 35-room residential apartment. In Abuja, Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
Many thanks, Onotu Yakubu. Issue of collapsed building becoming one too many. We hope that the relevant authorities will take the issue of standard really serious. Moving on, in the aftermath of the fire that engulfed Karu Community Market on Friday, June 28, Chairman Abuja Municipal Area Council, Christopher Zaka Mekalongu, led the Chairman House Committee on FCT and Auxiliary Matters on an assessment tour of the market. Deborah Gaza Jamaica has more.
AMAC Chairman Christopher Zaka Megalangu led the National Assembly members to ascertain the damage of Karo Market fire, where 1,300 traders lost goods valued at millions of naira. He pleaded for quick intervention.
We are praying that you use our good office to see how we can help the market people here. Seriously, they need your help.
During the visit, House Committee Chairman on FCT, Fred Agbedi, expressed condolences to the affected traders and promised federal government's intervention. He stated that the National Assembly is currently considering what steps should be taken to assist affected traders.
It's a huge loss, and it behoves on us as a committee oversighting AMAC to come and identify with you today. It's better late than never, even though it happened some 2 weeks ago. And for us, we have to share in your pains. Sharing in your pains means that whatever we can do as a parliament that makes laws for AMAC, makes laws for FCT, whatever it is that we can do to bring succor to this pain, huge loss that you have suffered, is what we are going to do.
Market officials and Sakari Joseph Danflanari expressed gratitude for the visit and hope to receive assistance soon. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
Drive jeje sake of say life no get photocopy o. Drive jeje na the ogbonge road safety program wey dey show for NTA Channel 5 Abuja to teach country people on how to drive jejely for road. Country people, make una join the only driver wey dey drive for television, Odiri Agboru and Rutere, for Drive Jeje every Friday 11:30 a.m. for NTA Channel 5 Abuja. For sponsorship and advert, green us with 08035368023 plus 09055552223. Drive Jeje, because Life na jeje.
Thank you for staying tuned. The lack of basic social amenities has been a long-standing challenge for many rural communities in the FCT. Residents of Buari Central, however, say they are now experiencing the presence of government firsthand, enjoying a steady supply of electricity. Ifoma Ojinta visited the area.
Buari, one of the 6 area councils in the Federal Capital Territory, located north of Abuja, is the ancestral home of the Gbagi ethnic group. The area council is home to key government and private institutions, including the Nigerian Law School, JAMB headquarters, Lower Osuma Dam, and Veritas University, among others. Due to the presence of these institutions, residents of Buari consider themselves fortunate as these institutions have brought rapid development to the area. In affirmation, the people of Buari Central speak on the steady supply of power which has boosted their socio-economic life.
They are trying, but my place, this thing, transformer, got spoiled.
Light is my field of operation. I'm an electrical engineer by profession. The light has really improved.
From my side, we have light, but there are some other side like Sabongeri, they don't have light because of their transformer spoiled and something like that. Yes.
The residents also commend the government for providing alternatives to commencing the rehabilitation of old roads.
If you look at the road towards the ending, it's not finished. The finishing is just too poor. But though we don't know how the contract is.
Appealing for our local government chairman to help us and complete the road. As you can see, the road is no longer free. They stop at this Deeper Life junction. So that is the issue. All the motor have diverted. Is also affecting our businesses.
The people that all these contracts have been awarded to, they need to bring them to book. They need to come and account for it because the people are really suffering. This road have taken a longer time. It's overdue. It's supposed to be completed before now. But please, we're asking the government to look into it and then call the people in order.
They appealed for the speedy completion of the road project to bring about more development to the area. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
And that's it on the program from the territory. We thank you for sharing your precious time with us. Let's do it again next week. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Good afternoon.